some heroes need to be nerfed, like Suyu. Holy, that dude just comes in, just does so much damage and just kills you in a second. And Zushin, the crowd control on her, the butterfly lantern just makes me go insane.
That is a lot of annoyance, and I just feel like Zushin completely deserves the ban zone because all the lantern flare, the crimson beacon, like everything is like slowing, burning, debuff, the knockup, airborne, like everything is so annoying about her. At the same time, I just feel like she has a fair opponent, which is Eve. Like Eve also has such a crazy hitbox. She's like a tower controlling and dealing damage and debuffing enemies from afar. Like that's a lot of poke and debuffs coming in together from her.
Yup, and we see the Matilda and the Zushin getting banned onto the side of Toska Divas. And also, cook or get cooked, go for the Sicilian ban. Kind of respectful if you think about it. But then the Chip. I was surprised. I just realized Chip was not banned in the first match. What the hell are you guys doing? Chip is overpowered! Even with a nerf. Seriously, even with a nerf, he's so annoying. That shortcut just makes it so hard for you to escape and brings his whole team. It's like Avengers Endgame moments when he actually just walks in with his first skill. Overtime is where he's just coming at you, and then he's just doing this shortcut thing, making everyone just pop out of nowhere. Dude, do not bring this into the ranked games. Always ban that chip. But I was talking about Nolan. Nolan does not get the appreciation that he deserves, and I think I finally get to see it. And the Tigreal, respect ban, obvious. He was so powerful in the in the early game.
Right, as I said, like I was expecting Sicilian to go, and well, Tigreal has joined him at the ban zone. So this is completely understandable, and I feel like that was a really good decision.
Fair,
And
fair,
there's
but the
a rare pick.
Kagura, what do you think?
Right, exactly. I was just saying like that's a rare pick. Like I just love Kagura because I'm a Kagura player as well. But at the same time, I don't believe that she's doing well in this meta right now. But of course, it depends on how you use her. So based on it, I just feel like you can actually dish out a lot of damage because if like Clint or some other hero is there at the backlane, you can actually use your umbrella to burst them down. Like she's also a half assassin, The amount of mobility and the flicker plays coming in, like all of those TikTok reels and things which I've been seeing. Like now she has become a mechanical hero with a lot of viable options. So I just feel like this is gonna be exciting to watch.
Yup. And Mako, I think you forgot something. There is another hero that can pull people into the center, and that's again Kagura with that yin yang overturn when it's open umbrella form. And we see onto the side of Team Cook or Get Cooked, they're going for an Angela and Gatot Kacha. Dude, Gatot will not be dying anytime soon with that Angela on top of him, and he will be able to sustain way more damage and deal equal amounts of damage with a thunder belt and a ton of magic items. He will be so annoying. But talking about that, Julian gets picked onto the side of Team Toska Divas, and that is not something that you want to see because he is one other hero that gets his level spike, like power spike, by level 3, and they have two of them onto their side. That's Suyu and Julian. I think this is going to be a tough game for the side of Cook or Get Cooked. They might get cooked.
I feel like the draft is actually going better for the Tosca Divas, but at the same time, as you said, the AOG and hard guard combo is looking strong. Like if you directly AOG onto Xavier, I feel like Xavier is gonna have a lot of trouble.
Yeah, true, but maybe he can run Purify or maybe like uh Flicker if he's good at timing. Like she is good at timing, but well, either way, there's a ton of ways to escape from Gatot because his AOG, the Avatar of Guardian, is so slow and clunky. It almost is easy to escape as fast as you can escape from a running dog who's obese. That's literally what I actually feel when I see Gatot's AOG jumping on me. But then again, in the ban section this time around, we see in the second phase, Lane getting banned, kind of cutting down on their jungle options, and also Bruno. I think they actually have a strategy in mind because they actually banned out two good heroes. While the side of cook or get cooked, ban out that Mia. Mia, again, like you said, Miko, it's such a painful hero to deal with. She has a lot of value, don't you think so?
Completely, like coming in with a moonlight blessing and suddenly boom, 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 pow. Like that's a lot of speed and a damage coming in. Especially, I feel like she's doing good with both the builds right now. But with the recent advancements to the Malefic gun, I just feel like the crit build on Mia with the Malefic gun is gonna be devastating. So that was a really good
Yep.
decision to get her out. And oh, Wan Wan goes out as well. I just feel like the decisions coming in are perfectly aligned with what should be done. And finally, Tosca Divas
Yeah.
get Carmela, but Sicilian has been banned. So, like, this is like, fated just parting off for lovers.
Oh no. It's just the same thing as last match, but this time Sicilian is watching. And also, I think that's gonna leave room open for Team Toska Divas to get the Claude back in on their team again, but that's only if Team Cook or Get Cooked don't get that Claude in their team.
I feel like rather than prioritizing a Claude, I think we have to go for a good assassin. Like whatever they are planning for at the jungle. Because I do feel like a fighter might have been better. Because with Angela as the mid, they do need some amount of sustain. And okay, they are going for that sustain with the Fredrin. And well, Hanabi is also looking pretty strong with a hard guard. What do you think? Like these are all viable combos. Like Hanabi, Gatot, Kacha, and Fredrin. Like Angela has a lot of options to dive in. Also, Kogura can be saved whenever she is making some commitment.
Hmm. Truth be told, now I see that Team Toska Divas, I called it, and we saw. I called it. That Claude got picked onto the side of Toska Divas, and we are gonna see. Hey, am I audible?
Yes, of course you are. And I was exactly thinking that, yes, Crucy just said that. And yeah, they are getting the Claude back. I was just feeling like they might have banned Claude, but at the same time, if Tosca Divas have a good 1-1 player, I feel like this could also be a lot of trouble because, 1-1 can easily use her ultimate, like the crossbow of tank will be unlocked onto Gatot Kacha or Fredrin. Also, she can easily escape from Kagura. So I feel like that was a good option as well.
Yeah, I still remember 1-1 having 4 weakness points that you have to hit before you can use the crossbow of Tang. However, that 3 weakness points, I mean, it's easier now. You can just do it in like 3 basic attacks, not even 3. You just need one
I
basic
just,
attack to finish that. Like,
yeah,
it's
but
just that easy now.
at the same time, I just feel like the damage nerf is real because I just see some people like the revitalize is so strong right now, and Gatot with the revitalize or vengeance, like just completely eating up my ultimate crossbow of tank, inspire as well, and I'm falling down from the sky and no damage done. Like that was so hard and painful to watch.
Yup, and we see the Suyu in the EXP lane trying to take it slow. I think as a Suyu player, you should take the third skill, Soul. No, Evil Queller, if you actually want to go in the EXP lane, or even maybe the gold lane, because you have a lot of range with that like Evil Queller. Why do I keep calling it Soul Queller? The second skill is Soul Queller. Yeah. So you have a lot of range with that Evil Queller, the arrow thing that you just pull back and then snipe. You
Yes, I
always
just
will
feel
be able
like
to last a minion.
yeah, exactly. That is really important. I just feel like the arrows and the tap damage coming in from CO are such a good option. Like you can just use it to get the last hits and like keep up your farm. And once you have other skills, oh, Hanabi is getting ganked. See that?
Oh my god, Hanami is getting ganked by 4 people, but that will not stop Fredrin from coming for the rescue because 2 maidens were there to actually get some. Oh, but they do get some. The Claude and the Julian just ignore the Fredrin. He does not help the maidens, and he will be in a tricky situation after that Xavier's second skill. We're seeing Megumi and Gojo harassing people like they're actually trying to fight Yuji on the first encounter.
That is a well-made decision, and Claude just went in with his mirror image onto Angela and Hanabi. Although Hanabi managed to escape, they did get a kill on Angela. So exactly, this
Yep,
is
yep.
prioritizing. Like Frederick was out of position, and Frederick might have died as well. But at the same time, if they got a kill on Hanabi, that is a lot of gold difference coming in for the gold leaders.
Yeah, and Suyu is able to kind of like push Gatot back into his base because he has the evil father already and he's using it for his advantage. The second skill is not where it's at, but we see Kagura in the top lane trying to maybe get a kill onto that Suyu, but only has Angela to help her. But that ultimate, the Yin Yang overturn, will be ignored by the Suyu's flicker, but he will not be escaping Angela's flame shot and first skill combo. That is the nail on the coffin for him. He is going down, and we see AOG landing in. We only get one person catch, like caught, but he also Carmilla will be taken down pretty fast just because of the AOG. Gojo can't really do much because he needs to take a bit of time off, and we see Julian maybe looking in for a turtle steal, but he has given up vision on himself. We see his combo being used. The immunity from the second skill allows him to escape and also regenerate a little bit of HP, especially with the crab thing that he's killing right now in the top side of the jungle. But then again, we see Cook or Get Cooked have initiated the turtle fight, and they are a little too low, but I think the Yin Yang overturn will not be enough. The retribution coming in from Fredrin will be able to secure the turtle, but the curse of blood just didn't do much. It was not valuable at all because it hit people, but it did not. Nobody followed up. It was just sad to see Hanabi's a little pushback, and Claude has the advantage in the lane.
That's such a good retribution coming in from Fredrin, the timing and everything, because I just thought that there could be a good steal. But at the same time, I just feel bad whenever there's a good engage and initiations coming in, and there's no one to follow it up because that curse of blood really looked good. But at the same time, without any follow up coming in, you just have like it's just wasted. And Julian is actually taking up a lot of gold from mid turret. So now, what do you think about these decisions? Like, instead of ganking the gold lane, Julian decided to stay mid, and like he actually took up a lot of gold from that shield.
Yep, he took a chunky amount of gold from that shield and will directly go for his red buff, and after that maybe gank the Gatot. Gatot is a physical tank. He can take a lot of damage and turn it into defense. Every bit of his lost HP turns to physical defense for him, but that does not stop any magic damage dealer. But, well, Kagura is on the side of team. Oh, we see an engage coming in. We see the Julian and the Suyu maybe looking in for a kill on the Kagura. Kagura will be able to escape, flee. Oh, at the bot lane though, we're seeing more action coming in. We see Carmilla and Claude have pinned down that Hanabi into the tower. We see a ton of action going on in both lanes. Claude is able to just push, but that will be stopped because Angela is there to save the day. Tower on the bot lane, tier 1 to the side of Cooked or Be Cooked, saved again.
And this is really looking good for Claude because he already has a lot of gold up by now. I do wonder what
Yep,
kind
yep.
of items he is prioritizing.
Well, items or not, I think that Xavier got himself the enchanted talisman and will be able to spam his spells even faster now. So you looking for an engage, but will be able to escape the AOG. Fredrin's stun from the AOG allowed him to get that Lord Turtle and Carmilla, and also we see okay, Carmilla for a mage trade. I think that's a fair trade. However, the hard guard was used on the Fredrin to chase and follow up. I think that did not help. Well, Fredrin did not have his ultimate, and Suyu is looking in for maybe a few slashes in free, and Claude is looking in for the push in the mid lane though. But Kagura might just stall his plans.
Well, Kagura's decision was right, and she's back to defend her lane. But at the same time, I feel like Claude is using his mobility to the fullest. Like, just look at that. He's dominating the bot lane and coming to the mid lane for some extra farm. So we
Yep.
just saw him deleting Hanabi with his blazing duet. So this is kind of troublesome for Hanabi. Oh, and Kagura manages to take down Xavier. I just feel like with her superior mobility, she is a better option when it comes to 1v1.
Agreed. Agreed, and I think Kagura being in the bot lane right now would provide a lot of value, but Suyu is in the mid lane, taking the tower down. Tier 1 in mid has been taken down. Suyu running to defend his lane. Xavier's ultimate has chipped down a little bit of health from the minions and will give Suyu enough time to defend his lane. Good stuff, and we see the Gatot is kind of low. I think he will be taken down. However, there's 30 seconds for the next turtle fight, and everyone seems to be having it in the bot lane. AOG used for such a short distance, but Suyu will be forced to defend his lane, defend his tower before he actually engages. Xavier looking, no, not Xavier, Megumi. The JJK skins all look the same. They literally just wear one school uniform. I'm sorry, I can't see white hair. I'm colorblind. And again, we see the hard guard being used on the Fredrin, getting that knock up onto that. Oh shoot, Carmilla has to use the flicker to escape, and we see Julian is trying to stall his way out. We don't see much. The taunt from Fredrin's third skill has been wasted, but on the bot side, we see Hanabi getting deleted. She got forgotten by that Angela and the Fredrin. Hanabi was deleted by Claude. He has a lot of items, but you know what? I just saw that the Kagura got herself the glowing wand. That's going to be impressive. And we see the retribution has been used to save Fredrin, like on Fredrin to save himself. Julian will be taken down though. He will not be able to survive, but Claude has the advantage here because he's trying to push. But you know, enemies are missing. You have to stay back. You have to stay safe. And I think Claude is actually playing pretty good. Top lane tier 1 has been taken down before tier 1 on the side of Toska Divas was taken down, surprisingly. They have such low health in the top tower, tier 1. I'm surprised that Suyu was able to take it down before Gatot.
Zeus has a lot more damage onto it, like, with his basic attacks, and so that is kind of understandable, but at the same time, look at the Uno reverse coming in.
Oh, shoosh. Oh my god, that was surprising. Carmilla was actually taking a ton of damage. He got taunted by two people, the Fredrin and that Gatot. We see a ton of... Oh, the taunting was enough because Kagura is taunting him again with the umbrella and her yin-yang overturn, but she will be punished for actually kind of like going too far in the backlines. We see a ton of Angela going in with a Fredrin. I think he won't be able to actually escape if he tower dives because the Xavier will be able to root him down, immobilize him before he actually has the chance to escape. And that's kind of risky if you think about it. But mid tier 2 is taken down just as fast as the tier 1 in top lane. I think this is leaning towards the side of Toska Divas.
I feel like this could be so because they are actually playing objectives. Like, not just kills, like kills are pretty much even with 6 to 5 leading inside Cook or Get Cook. The turkey and the turret completely, like, Toska Divas know what to do, and look at that, they're already prepping up the Lord. Although it is not a luminous Lord, so this is just gonna be like help for the push. And oh, the AOG coming on to Natasha.
It's a Lord bait, and they baited out the Gatot's AOG, but the Claude gets the kill on the Angela. That was what they were looking for, so that Fredrin will be taken down pretty fast. The knockout from the Lord will seal the deal. Fredrin will be taken down by the Claude. Carmilla securing the Lord, and also Xavier getting the kill on the Gatot. Kagura will not be able to escape. You know what will happen? Claude will get the triple kill, and he has a ton of items. Hanabi cannot do anything under the tower because Suyu will take her down pretty fast. Look at that damage.
Oh, the dawning light onto Hanabi. And Angela is actually trying to protect her, but I feel like they could have just, pushed the mid. Like, I feel like the inhibitor turret would have fallen. But okay, this also works.
But when you think about it, it's not a luminous Lord. Like you said, Hanabi will be able to do enough damage to take the Lord down, if at all she has even 2 items. So it's not going to be a good idea to let the gold laner do gold laner things. However, Claude is able to freely do just that because he's able to push down even more towers and allow Team Toska Divas to get some pressure onto the side of Team Cook or Be Cook because they're cooking right now in the bot lane. Frederick taking a ton of damage and he taunts, but the Heart Guard is there to save him. Will it save him? Will not, because the Julian's dash will be securing the kill onto that Frederick. Then Su Yu will get the kill onto that Angela, but that AOG connecting in will not provide any value because there is a 3 versus 5 gap right now. Not looking good for the side of Team Cook or Be Cooked, and the mid tier 3 goes down. That's the first tier 3 of the match, and I think we're going to see a second tier 3 going down. Gatot and Kagura trying to secure maybe one kill, though Curse of Blood does not connect onto anybody, and Gatot will be forced to use the Vengeance to escape as that team fight concludes. Angela, biting off a little more than she can chew, will be able to escape the Xavier's ultimate, not doing anything because Angela and the Flask of Oasis have so much value together, and that Fredrin's red buff was stolen. That was just sad.
The map control is completely with Toska Divas right now, and they have yet to lose even one of the tier 1 turrets. So that is
Yep.
like, it's gonna be bad once the second Lord comes. So I feel like they are gonna just go for the Lord and finish it up. At the same time, I
Agreed.
feel like a lot of stacking up is gonna be planned because the inhibitor turret from the top side can be easily pushed. The blue team is completely focused on defending right now.
Yup, I totally agree with you. And talking about that, Tsuyu has 4 kills, and he does have a lot of lead ahead from Gatot. Gatot cannot do much. Even if he's going for the mage build, he does not have enough items or gold to get that ready for a ton of damage. Because, well, Tsuyu has outfarmed him and also outleveled him, and this is a 7-13 game right now.
Well, as I said, although the kills are also pretty different, like Toska have nearly the double amount of kills, but at the same time,
Yep.
the momentum and the map control, that is very, very different. Like, look at that. The lot is already secured, and Cook or Get Cook has to regroup back into the base.
Yup, and talking about that, Hanabi does have a lot of value in clearing, but that's a Luminous Lord that will take down both of your tier 2s if Team Toska Divas actually kind of like sync up the lanes. If they're doing good, they will be able to take down both of the tier 2s on your side. You really need to cook right now, cook or get cooked. This is going to be tough. But, well, Gatot, Fredrin, that provides a good backline for the Hanabi. If only Angela started protecting the Hanabi more, you know?
Yes, but at the same time, you see Hanabi as adorning a KDA of like 030. So that is
Yep.
really troublesome for her because she doesn't have enough items. And look at that, the spam coming in from Xavier.
Holy, that top lane tier 3 got pushed. AOG has been used, will not connect on to anybody. Hard guard has been used on the Fredrin, and we see the taunt coming in, and he's doing a ton of damage. The shutdown kill on the Claude comes onto the hands of Kagura. The blood has been spilled. That will not stop there because Kagura gets the second kill, and we see the Fredrin going down though. But that is not going to be enough for the side of Team Toska Divas. I think they actually messed up in that team fight. Not something that you want to see.
They did. I feel like Claude was really detrimental here, and if he was here, it could have been done. But Kagura getting the kill onto Claude, now that's a real game changer because she actually saved them completely. Ooh, the same umbrella checking the bushes, and Xavier just escaping from there. Now that was a real close call, or Xavier would have fallen as well.
Yep, and you don't want Xavier to actually get like taken down. You need him in team fights because he does provide a lot of values, especially with the immobilize effect that he has. Even though Kagura does a lot of damage, Xavier is where it's at because with the Carmilla, he will be able to zone out and provide a lot of value for his team. However, in the mid lane, we're seeing that Xavier is chunking down a ton of HP from the Gatot, especially with a glowing wand. As much HP as you have, that much damage, 0.3% will be taken out every second with the glowing wand. And I think Team Toska Divas want a second chance at it, want to take another Lord before they start engaging in an end game.
I feel like that was a wise decision because right now it is both 5v5 and Kagura is actually marking the important people. Also, we are seeing at least 2 immortalities coming in from the side of Coco Getka. So this is a real important thing. And the blood wings coming in from Kagura. Like she's actually trying to make sure to take down at least someone before she goes down. And Kagura can easily or instantaneously mark onto Xavier or Claude. And I believe that
Yeah.
she is gonna be marking Claude. So that is a real good like target lock for her because Claude is doing a lot of work for the team Tosca Diva.
But we see the Lord has been started, and I think Toska Divas have the advantage. But they don't know Fredrin is right there to actually secure it. But that will not go down, and because AOG has been used, and also a little too late because Julian was able to get the kill onto that Lord. But that's not what we should be worried about. Su Yu try to end the game right at Julian getting the kill onto that Gata, GG's, and Fredrin a little too low. Yin Yang overturn has been used, will catch Claude, but will not be enough to kill him. He will be able to recover some HP if he hits something, but I don't think that's needed because, well, right now what's needed is an end game, and that Lord has locked in on the tower. No, I take that back. The Lord is
Hanami's
AI.
damage,
Not
the
going to be enough.
Hanami's clear, okay. That is really coming strong. And look at the damage. Frederick has been taken down. And the curse of blood connecting on to three people. And Claude, as I said, Claude is really detrimental because this is what a marksman can do. Instead of initiating in team fights, what you can do is just directly mark the base and you can actually end it then and
Wait,
guys
wait, wait.
everything.
Wait, I think there's a mistake because I remember Kagura having more than 6 kills.
Kagura was 633 at the end of the
Well,
game.
okay, the kills. Okay, the assists are in the starting, the deaths are in the second, and the kill. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, makes sense. That makes sense. I did not see that. I
exactly.
guess
I just realized that later when we were actually thinking about Tigreal having 14 kills, but it was actually 14 assists onto Cook.
holy. Okay, totally on that. It's something that we overlooked. Hey guys, forgive us, but then again, that was an exciting match, though. Mako, do you have something that you want to say about it? Something that you actually want to bring up?
I just feel like that is like everything going on, like Claude with the DSS and Holy Trinity went so good, but still he does not have an anti-heal. So like he didn't even need it because the rest of the team does have him backed up. So without Halberd like dishing out so much damage, I just feel like the team play coming in from Tosca Divas is actually showing us like what is actually important. Because Xavier and Claude, both of them are heroes which are not seen much in this current meta. Also Julian. Well, actually, both the teams were kind of non-meta drafts, so I just feel like you can actually have some really good gameplays with every hero. The synergy and the gameplay, these are the things which are going to matter a lot after your draft, and that execution and the draft both together is something which will lead you to victory.
And there you go, guys. The MVP of the match. It's Lee Feet, your boyfriend. That's a Claude with a 10.0 average score. Nice job.
Completely. As I said, they should have just banned him, but okay, well, it happens. Congratulations, guys. Toska Divas for the win, and that was such an impressive match.